Hi, this is Brian Van from Sport Bike Track Gear, sportbiketrackgear.com. Hopefully you can hear the excitement in my voice. Today I have in my hands the brand new for 2009 Sidi Vortice top-end road racing boot. This is going to eventually replace the Vertigo Corsa. Okay, Corsa is still going to be with us for a little while. This one offers more features, more benefits, and of course with features and benefits usually comes a little bit of a price increase. These are right now about $50 higher. Let's talk about some of the additions they have made, some of the changes they've made between the Corsa and the Vortice. The techno adjusters, you'll see we still have the one over the foot bridge, have the one here in the back and the calf. We've added one in the front on the lower leg just above the ankle. Proven technology, super durable. We have very little issues with these. I think adding one here makes the boot more secure, allows you to tailor the fit more towards your foot. Good idea, great addition, way to move forward for sure. The most exciting thing they've done is, if you see this panel right here, this has a replaceable sole insert. For those of us that are riding on the sport bikes, most of us are putting rear sets on now. Most of the aftermarket rear sets, in comparison to the standard stock rear sets, offer a lot more traction on the foot pegs. With this additional traction comes higher boot sole wear. I can't tell you how many boots I've seen replaced because all that was wrong was the sole was worn out. You know, getting a boot like this resoled is not the easiest thing in the world to have done, so more often than not the rider would simply replace the boots. Sidi has fixed that problem with a replaceable sole insert. Here in a few minutes I'm going to unscrew that and show you how simple it really is. Okay? Something else that I think is great is in the front of the toe, built into the toe slider, we've got a vent. This goes, there's basically two eyelets here in the upper of the boot, wide open into the toe. Okay, so think about it. Your feet are on the pegs, facing forward, two humongous holes in the front of the boot, vent open. You're going to have tons of air being introduced into this boot. Fantastic. You don't want it, close it. Toe slider is now plastic and metal composite. I'm going to show you how this comes off. The metal insert, as I understand it right now, is replaceable all on its own. So if you don't go too far and go through the plastic, you can replace just the metal insert. I'm not sure exactly what type of metal that is. Looking at it, it looks like something cast, perhaps some magnesium. I think there's another boot company out there, Alpine Star, that has a magnesium toe slider that holds up real well for those that get your toes on the ground. These are going to last a lot longer than the ceramic ones, for sure. Side of the boot here, in the ankle protector, you're going to see we've got another vent. You can turn on and off, tons of airflow into this boot. And remember, this isn't even the vented model. Okay, this Vortice also comes in a perforated vented model. Imagine the air that'll flow with these built into an upper that is perforated. Shock absorbing heel cup. I'm going to take this off and show you what it looks like from the inside out. Basically the concept here is a crumple zone. I don't know how much Eric's going to be able to pick up on camera. If you want to zoom in on the screw, Eric, where this ankle cup slides over, it's slotted. And when it's compressed, it's able to slide forward and then it can go backward. The idea here is take an impact here, it compresses, absorbs the energy, allows it to pivot on that. Excellent concept for sure. Let's show you what this boot looks like as we loosen the adjusters up and you go to put it on. Same thing for the techno adjusters as before. Push the little release tab, pull on it. Got the one up here on the front, same deal. Push down, pull over, loosen it up. Here on the calf, pull forward on the boot, loosen it up, slide the clip over, slide the clip over. The boot I have in my hand is a size 42 European. We have a couple of guys here in the shop that fit into a 42. More notably, we have one of our riders, Nick. He's shorter, a little stocky build. He normally wears a size 43 boot. Okay, he is a size 43 in Sidi and some various other brands. He tried on this 42. Nick has huge calves and they're usually a problem for him. Okay, he was able to shoehorn his foot inside the boot and he had enough room, he had a road race suit on as well, to close this around his ginormous calves with the road race suit on, and for him that's a great benefit. There's a lot of us out there that are more developed in the calf area this boot is going to work for you guys too. All right, and let me show you how big this thing can really get when you open it up. Slide that apart, take this foot adjuster here, across the footbridge, pull it open, open the Velcro. It's going to zip all the way down to the sole of the boot. Okay, they're trying to make entry as easy as possible. One of the greatest additions is this loop right here. Eric, if you want to pan in, you can get your whole index finger in this. Okay, so you've got all the adjusters open, the boot's pulled apart, unzipped all the way down. Dip your foot in. Remember, it's a road race boot. It's going to be snug for sure, especially when they're brand new. You can grab this eyelet, stick your foot in, pull up. It's going to make it a lot easier to get this boot out without question. When you're zipping up, Sidi is also included, and this is a feature, this is a carryover feature. Right here, I don't know if the camera can get this or not, Eric, there is an expansion panel just this side of the zipper, okay? So if you're more developed in this area, and normally without this expansion panel, you get some binding as you're zipping up. That's really hard on the boot, it's hard on the zipper. They put an expansion panel here. It allows it to zip up easily, and it saves a lot of wear and tear on the zipper, makes the boot last longer. It's far more durable when you have that expansion panel. Zip up, Velcro over. This boot's a little more complicated to put on than the Corsa or the Vertigo without question, especially the way it all slides apart up top, okay? For the street guys, it may not be the most appropriate boot because it's going to take a few minutes to put this on for sure. I think after you've had it for a while and you've taken it on and off numerous times, it's probably going to get a whole lot easier. I would say this boot is more directed towards track day guys, road racers, hardcore canyon riders. Am I saying this won't work if you want to ride on the street? No, certainly I'm not saying that. If you're okay, you're committed to the little extra time it's going to take to put this boot on to go out and do a short ride right up to the Dairy Queen, you know, go out and meet up some friends, absolutely, it's still going to work for you. Just understand it's going to take a few more minutes to put on. Not a big deal. There's kind of a little over and under here that needs to happen in order to get this back together. This flap needs to be on the outside. The upper flap needs to be on the inside. And repeat that on both sides of the boot, okay? And then you've got your footbridge adjuster here. That slips under. Grab this. Remember your foot's in here, so you're going to tighten as needed. Just lift up the lever, turn the adjuster, fold it back down. Same thing here across the front. Fold it over, flip up the lever. Now for the upper portion of the calf, you've got to install the cable on both sides. Fold it back, put the handle up, crank it down, voila. And like I said, there is a whole range of adjustment for people. I mean, this is effectively, let me get this thing kind of wide open here and we'll see if we can't kind of get an idea on camera, you know, how big this can really be. This would be the adjuster essentially wide open, okay, right there. And absolutely, as you can see, you could ride the boot like that without question. For a size 42 boot, that is a humongous hole at the top. Now as you grab and turn the adjuster, look at how tight it tightens up, okay? So whether you're thin in the calves or you're large in the calves, I think the Vortice is going to work very well for most everyone.